Most Canadians and Americans have never heard of these products. They are not sitting on the shelves at Best Buy. They are not showing up on Amazon's front page recommendations. They are not being advertised during the Super Bowl or your favorite Netflix show. The mainstream North American tech conversation is almost entirely focused on Apple, Samsung, Google, and Microsoft. And because of that narrow focus, an entire world of genuinely extraordinary technology is developing just outside most people's awareness. But right now, in China, millions of people are using 5 pieces of technology that are so advanced, so capable, and in several cases so dramatically more affordable than their Western equivalents, that most North Americans would not believe these products are real until they were holding one in their own hands. These are not knockoffs. These are not cheap imitations of Western products. In several cases, these are genuinely the most advanced versions of their product category anywhere on the planet, and the Western companies that North Americans trust are either scrambling to catch up or quietly hoping their customers never find out these alternatives exist. Today we are pulling back the curtain. These are 5 Chinese tech products that are about to shock everything you thought you knew about what technology can do and what it should cost. Let's get into it. Starting with number 1, Xiaomi's all-in-one home robot. When most North Americans think about home robots, they think about a Roomba, a flat disc that bumps around the floor, vacuums up some dust, occasionally gets stuck under the couch, and costs anywhere from $300 to $1,000 depending on the model. That is the reference point. That is what the North American market has defined as a home robot. Xiaomi just made that reference point completely obsolete. Xiaomi, China's largest consumer electronics company and one of the largest smartphone manufacturers in the world, has released a home robot that operates in an entirely different category from anything currently available in the North American market. This is not a disc that vacuums the floor. This is a mobile, multifunctional home assistant that moves through your living space on legs, navigates stairs and obstacles with fluid, natural movement, responds to voice commands in real time, monitors your home environment through onboard cameras and sensors, interacts with other smart home devices, and performs a range of physical assistance tasks that would have sounded like science fiction 5 years ago. The visual design alone is striking enough to stop people in their tracks. This is not a utilitarian appliance. It is a genuinely impressive piece of hardware that looks like something from a premium technology company's most ambitious product vision. The movement quality is smooth and natural in a way that previous generations of home robots were not, because Xiaomi has integrated the kind of advanced motor control and AI balance systems that were previously only seen in research robotics platforms. The smart home integration is where it becomes genuinely useful for everyday life. The robot connects to Xiaomi's broader smart home ecosystem, which in China encompasses everything from lighting and climate control to security cameras and kitchen appliances, and acts as a mobile hub that can control, monitor, and report on every connected device in your home. It can tell you the front door was left unlocked while you are at work and lock it for you. It can detect that someone unfamiliar has entered your home and alert you immediately. It can monitor air quality throughout different rooms and adjust ventilation automatically. The price point is what makes North American consumers do a double take. Xiaomi's home robotics products are priced at levels that dramatically undercut any Western equivalent because Xiaomi operates on a business model of thin margins and high volume, the opposite of Apple's approach of premium pricing and controlled scarcity. The technology is real, the capability is genuine, and the price is a fraction of what a comparable product from a Western company would cost, if a comparable product from a Western company existed, which it largely does not. Moving on to number 2, DJI's pocket-sized professional drone. If you follow photography or videography at any level, you already know that DJI is the dominant force in consumer and professional drone technology worldwide. But even if you know DJI's reputation, the DJI Osmo Pocket series, and the miniaturized drone technology they have recently pushed into genuinely shirt pocket-sized form factors, is something that has to be seen to be fully appreciated. The DJI Mini series represents the current pinnacle of miniaturized drone technology. These are drones that weigh less than 250 grams, small enough to avoid drone registration requirements in Canada, the United States, and most other Western jurisdictions, that produce aerial video footage of a quality that professional filmmakers were paying tens of thousands of dollars for equipment to achieve just a decade ago. The stabilization technology inside these tiny drones is what makes them genuinely extraordinary. A 3-axis gimbal stabilization system built into a drone the size of your hand maintains cinema-smooth footage even in moderate wind conditions. The camera sensors capture footage in resolutions and with dynamic range that compare favorably to dedicated professional cameras costing many times more. Intelligent flight modes, automated orbit shots, follow-me tracking, hyperlapse, and panorama modes allow a single person with no film crew and no cinematography training to capture footage that looks like it was produced by a professional production team. There is no Western competitor that comes close to DJI's combination of miniaturization, image quality, flight performance, and price across any segment of the drone market. American drone manufacturers exist, and some of them produce capable products, but DJI's technology lead in this category is so substantial that the competition is not really close at any price point. The United States government has raised national security concerns about DJI drones and their data handling, which is a legitimate consideration for any potential buyer to research and weigh. But from a pure technology standpoint, DJI has built something in miniaturized aerial camera technology that no Western company has matched. For Canadian and American content creators, outdoor enthusiasts, real estate professionals, journalists, and anyone who has ever wanted to capture aerial footage without hiring a helicopter, this technology represents a capability that simply did not exist at any price point for most of recent history and is now available in a package that fits in a jacket pocket. Number 3. Huawei's Tri-Fold smartphone. The smartphone form factor has been essentially unchanged for 15 years. A flat rectangle of glass and metal. Every major manufacturer has been working on folding phones. Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold series is the most prominent example in North America that attempt to expand the usable screen real estate beyond what fits in a pocket. These folding phones are impressive and genuinely useful, but they have been limited to a single fold, one hinge that allows the device to open from phone size to small tablet size. Huawei just added a second fold. And the result is a device that redefines what a smartphone can be. The Huawei Mate X-T, the world's first commercially available tri-fold smartphone, has 2 hinges that allow it to unfold from a standard smartphone form factor into a device with a display area approaching that of a full-size tablet. Fully unfolded, the Mate X-T offers a display experience that is genuinely comparable to working on a small laptop, with enough screen real estate to have multiple applications open side by side at full usability, to watch video in a format that approaches cinematic proportions, and to read and edit documents in a way that the single-panel smartphone screen has never been able to support. The engineering challenge of building 2 hinges that fold reliably, maintain display integrity across 3 panels, protect against dust and debris penetrating the hinge mechanisms, and survive the mechanical stress of repeated folding over years of daily use is immense. The fact that Huawei has solved this engineering challenge well enough to bring a tri-fold device to commercial production, while Samsung, Apple, Google, and every other Western smartphone manufacturer has not yet managed to bring even a dual-fold device to commercial release, represents a significant and underappreciated technological achievement. The software experience on the unfolded Mate X-T is optimized in ways that make the large format genuinely productive rather than just impressively large. Huawei's operating system has been redesigned to take advantage of the expanded display intelligently, running applications in configurations that make sense at different fold positions, transitioning smoothly as the device is folded or unfolded, and maintaining continuity of experience across the different display states. The limitation for Canadian and American consumers is access. Huawei's products face significant restrictions in Western markets due to geopolitical and national security concerns related to Huawei's relationship with the Chinese government. These concerns are real and serious, and should be part of any consumer's evaluation. But from a purely technological standpoint, the Tri-Fold Mate X-T is a device that demonstrates Chinese consumer electronics engineering capability at a level that Western smartphone manufacturers are openly struggling to match. On to number 4. BYD's $10,000 full electric car. This one is not a gadget in the traditional sense, but it belongs on this list because it might be the single most shocking data point about the gap between what Chinese technology companies are capable of delivering and what North American consumers are currently being asked to pay. BYD, the Chinese automaker we discussed in depth in an earlier video, produces a fully electric vehicle called the Seagull that is sold in China for approximately $10,000 US. Not $10,000 for a golf cart. Not $10,000 for a neighborhood electric vehicle with a top speed of 25 miles per hour. $10,000 for a real car. A 4-door hatchback with air conditioning, power windows, a touchscreen infotainment system, multiple drive modes, and a real-world range of approximately 250 kilometers per charge that drives on normal roads at normal highway speeds. The cheapest new electric vehicle available in the United States is currently priced at approximately $27,000. In Canada, entry-level EVs start at similar price points. The gap between a $10,000 BYD Seagull and a $27,000 entry-level Western EV is not explained by a proportional difference in quality, capability, or technology. A significant portion of that gap is explained by BYD's manufacturing cost advantages, their vertical integration across the battery and component supply chain, and the brutal efficiency of their production systems developed over decades of battery and vehicle manufacturing. The BYD Seagull is not currently sold in Canada or the United States, and both countries have imposed significant tariffs on Chinese electric vehicle imports, specifically to prevent vehicles like the Seagull from competing directly with domestically produced EVs. The tariff policy is a legitimate and complex economic and geopolitical question with reasonable arguments on multiple sides. But the underlying fact that a fully functional, fully electric vehicle can be manufactured and sold profitably at $10,000 is a data point that every North American consumer should be aware of when evaluating the price they are currently asked to pay for an electric vehicle. The existence of the BYD Seagull does not mean that North American consumers should expect to buy one tomorrow, but it fundamentally changes the conversation about what EV prices should eventually look like as manufacturing scales and competition intensifies globally, and it exposes the degree to which current North American EV pricing reflects market conditions rather than the actual cost of the technology. And number 5. TCL's rollable display screen. Television technology has been on a straightforward trajectory for decades. Screens get bigger, get thinner, get sharper, get better at displaying color and contrast. But the basic form factor has been constant. A flat rectangular panel that sits on a stand or mounts to a wall and is always visible whether you are using it or not. TCL, a Chinese consumer electronics company that has become one of the world's largest television manufacturers, has broken that form factor entirely with their rollable display technology. A TCL rollable television is exactly what it sounds like. The display panel is built on a flexible substrate that allows it to roll up into a compact housing unit when not in use. When you want to watch, the screen unrolls smoothly and silently from the base unit, expanding to its full display size. When you are done watching, it rolls back down and disappears, leaving your living space free of the large black rectangle that dominates most rooms where a conventional television is installed. The implications for interior design and living space flexibility are significant. One of the most common complaints about large televisions is that they dominate the visual character of a room even when they are not being used. A large black panel that draws the eye and defines the space around it. A rollable television that disappears completely when not in use is a fundamentally different object in your living space. It is there when you want it and gone when you do not. The room can be designed around the space itself rather than around the television. The display technology inside TCL's rollable screens is not compromised by the rollable form factor. These are full-quality OLED and QLED panels delivering the color accuracy, contrast ratios, and resolution that TCL's conventional flagship televisions achieve. The rollable mechanism does not introduce visible panel defects or image quality compromises in the current generation of the technology. You get the full television experience when the screen is deployed, and you get your room back when it is not. Samsung and LG have shown rollable display concepts at technology trade shows. But TCL has brought this technology to actual commercial production at a price point that makes it accessible to consumers rather than just technology exhibition pieces. As with several other products on this list, the gap between showing a concept and selling a real product at commercial scale is where Chinese consumer electronics companies have demonstrated a consistent ability to outpace their Western counterparts. And those are your 5 Chinese tech products that are shocking Canadians and Americans who encounter them for the first time. Xiaomi's all-in-one home robot, bringing genuine robotic assistance into the home at an accessible price. DJI's pocket-sized professional drone delivering cinematic aerial footage from a device that fits in your shirt pocket. Huawei's trifold smartphone redefining the boundary between phone and tablet in ways no Western manufacturer has matched. BYD's $10,000 electric car exposing the true cost of EV technology beneath current North American pricing. And TCL's rollable display screen liberating the living room from the tyranny of the permanent television panel. The common thread across all 5 of these products is a Chinese technology industry that has moved beyond being a manufacturer of other companies' designs and is now the source of genuine first-mover innovation in categories that Western companies are struggling to match. That is a shift that has enormous implications for consumers, for businesses, and for the competitive dynamics of the global technology industry over the next decade. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these 5 products shocked you the most? And is there a Chinese tech product you have already discovered that deserves to be on this list? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and some of the best product discoveries I have made have come from this community. If this video opened your eyes to something genuinely new, and I believe it did, hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it makes a real difference in helping this channel grow and reach more people who deserve to know about this stuff. And if you are not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join this community right now and turn on the bell notification. Every single week we bring you the technology stories that the mainstream conversation is missing. The products, the breakthroughs, and the shifts that are quietly changing everything. I will see you in the next one.